Hello, welcome to the My Reader Minutes. Um, for those that are new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. Today, I just wanted to talk about a couple of new updates. One in the Diddy case, it's a lawyer that is repping alleged victims. He sent demand letters to some of the celebrities, I guess, that may be in the videos or whatever. And if you are a celebrity and you were at the freak offs and you stayed and didn't get out of there and you partied like it was, no tomorrow, and you watched alleged things happening to other people that shouldn't have been going on, you're going to be called out. This lawyer is saying he's calling out celebrities and he's sending out demand letters. He's either going to pay up or else. And I think celebrities are paying because they know that what they were doing, they know why they were there. And okay. And who's to say that this stuff still won't come out even after they pay? Because it's not like, they say, here's a copy, this is the only copy of the tape. The feds got it. And just like they leaked allegedly Cassie's video, they'll leak something else if they're ready to come after someone else. So I don't know how that demand letter is going to save anybody. I'll take my chances. And then Lil Durk was arraigned today in Los Angeles. But let's take a look and see what we got. It says lawyer repping alleged victims sent demand letters to celebs. Pay up or else. The attorney who is representing more than 120 alleged victims against Diddy says he's setting his sights on the other high-profile people who attended the FOs, even if they did nothing illegal. Attorney Tony Buzbee appears in a new Tubi documentary. TMZ presents the downfall of Diddy inside the freak-offs, and he is going full bore. Buzbee says if there were people at the freak-offs who watch people who were actually abused after being rugged and they did nothing to stop it, they're just as guilty as the perpetrators. That said, Buzbee tells us that there are other celebrities, politicians, and business people in his crosshairs. Buzbee says he has already sent demand letters to some of them, essentially saying pay up or face a very public, reputationally damaging lawsuit. Ray J also says in the documentary he's been approached by celebrities who have told him they are trying to settle with alleged victims, cutting them off at the pass with financial settlements. So that's the new documentary that is on Tubi. Tubi had another one. I'm not watching Tubi for that. Why don't they let this man have a day in court? Because I feel like if he's supposed to be there, he's going to be let go off of a technicality. He's not going to going to be able to get a fair trial because so much stuff has come out. His stuff is tainted already. What jury is he going to get that's going to say, oh, he might not have did it? When you keep seeing all these things come out, I just don't think that it's right. I don't think he's going to get a fair trial, and he deserves a fair trial that will keep him in there for as long as he needs to be. But if he gets thrown out on a technicality, y'all, man, the public be tripping big time. So Lil Durk went to court today. Did y'all know that? So Lil Durk pleads not guilty in the Merc for Hire case. So it says Lil Durk has pleaded not guilty in his murder for hire in the Los Angeles federal courtroom after being extradited from Miami. Durk appeared in court on Thursday, November 14th, 3 weeks after he was apprehended while allegedly attempting to flee the country. The Chicago rapper was being held without bond in Florida and will now remain in Los Angeles Metropolitan Detention Center. A detention hearing has been set for December the 12th to determine whether he will be granted bond, which prosecutors are strongly recommending against. Lil Durk was initially hit with one charge of conspiracy to commit murder for hire over an alleged murder plot that killed the cousin of his rap rival, Quando Rondo. However, in a superseding indictment filed on November the 7th, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California charged Durk with two more crimes: one count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in unaliving, and one count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine pow and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in unaliving. The superseding indictment also adds the Grammy-winning rapper as the lead defendant to the initial indictment in the case, which charged 5 other men over the killing. According to prosecutors, the attempt on Quando Rondo's life that killed Lil Pop was back pay for the murder of King Von, who was fatally shot during a scuffle with the rapper's crew 2 years prior. Lil Durk is accused of putting a bounty on Rondo's head and lending money and resources to members of his OTF, only the family crew, to carry out the hit. Bank and Fight records show that an OTF member and close associate of Lil Durk coordinated and paid for the 5 co-conspirators to travel from Chicago to California on the day of the murder. Around the time the one-way flights were purchased, Lil Durk told the OTF associated booking the flights, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." It continues. The same day, the hitman traveled from Chicago to California. Lil Durk also traveled to California in a private jet with another conspirator, Kayvon London Grant, 28, aka Cuz, and Vonnie. Later that day, Grant allegedly purchased a ski mask for the shooters to use to commit the murder and paid using a credit card in Banks' name for the other co-conspirators' hotel room. So what kind of hitmen did he have? The ones that couldn't afford nothing on their own and couldn't pay cash? Like, what's going on? Well, if convicted, all the defendants face a maximum sentence of life in prison. They were the dumbest criminals. We're gonna go. Did they buy the bullets too? I mean, what did they charge them? Like, what was they thinking? Sad. Here's some more stuff. So Diddy is sending messages to Shyne. He was like, "Stop slandering my name. I never set you up as a fall guy." Says Diddy is coming out swinging against former artist Shyne continuous media campaign that he was scapegoated in their 1990 shooting trial. Shyne's recent supercharged run of interviews featured him as a sacrificial lamb and a demonic plot, but Diddy's legal team is slamming those claims once and for all. A rep from Diddy tells TMZ Hip Hop Mr. Combs categorically denies Mr. Barrow's allegations, including any suggestions that he orchestrated Mr. Barrow to take the fall or sacrifice him by directing witnesses to testify against him. These claims are unequivocally false. The spokesperson continued, Mr. Combs was acquitted of all charges related to the 1999 Club New York incident and has consistently maintained his innocence. He cannot accept or condone any characterization of his actions as demonic or malicious. The rep also said Mr. Combs appreciates the path Mr. Barrow has pursued and wishes he continues success. It is unfortunate that Mr. Barrow has chosen to revisit these allegations. Mr. Combs trusts that responsible journalism will weigh both the established legal outcome and Mr. Combs' positive, longstanding support for those he has worked with. As you may know, Diddy signed Shyne to Bad Boy in the late 90s, and they pushed out hit records before the NYC nightclub shooting. The currently embattled mogul is reminding the public of the actual verdict. Diddy took the stand in the 7-week trial that included 60 witnesses and 126 exhibits and walked out of the courtroom with his innocence. Well, I don't know. The lady that got powed in the face says it was Diddy that shot her. And then he stalked her and taunted her and had people harassing her ever since I guess she came out and said it was him. Or even before that. I don't even know. That's all. Ain't too much news out here. It's a little dry. So I'm going to just